Hey, here I am, everybody, with another video. I've been wanting to make videos a lot lately, in case you haven't noticed. Sometimes it's a dry spell, sometimes I just like to keep making them. And I wish I had more albums to show. I have a very small amount of Beatles-only albums, and then I have a small amount of regular non-Beatle albums by other people. And I was going to put them together in one longer video, and I decided, on second thought, I think I'll just make two small ones. What the hell. So let's start with this for Beatles. It's Nobody Told Me, 12-inch single, John Lennon, Yoko Ono. And this is actually a promotional copy. It says on the front, promotional copy not for sale, which made me get all excited, thinking it's going to be like a special white label promo or something. And when I looked at it, it's just a regular red poly door, although it does say on there promotional copy not for sale. And I really wish you could see how short the song on side A, Nobody Told Me, by John, is pretty short, but the song on side 2, called Oh Sanity, is even shorter by Yoko. It's like a minute long or thereabouts, and it's really a kick if you can possibly see. There's a good angle. Look at the song, how short it is, and the rest is all the dead wax. I'm sure some people wish the whole record was dead wax. I like Yoko songs on the Double Fantasy album and the Milk and Honey album, which this is taken from. Of course, I forgot a couple of items. Let me just see if I can sneak under here. Great. The last thing I wanted to do is get a super close-up of my unshaven face today. Didn't feel like shaving for a video, sorry. I don't know if I showed these before. 8 tracks. This is the George Harrison self-titled LP from 1979. And, I don't play 8 tracks. Most of them are either unplayable, or even if they are, I don't have a player. I can always get one. Used one, of course. Beatles Live at the Hollywood Bowl. But my goal was to try to get every Beatles and solo Beatles 8-track. I just collect the 8 tracks. Last one I have of that is Wings' Greatest. And there we go. Now back to the vinyl again. A little back and forth action here. This is an album on MGM. Sasha Berland and Don Elliott with the Nutty Swirls. The Nutty Swirls being a knockoff of Alvin and the Chipmunks. And I love collecting knockoff Beatle records like this, different kind of zany artists, novelty records, things that were put out just to capitalize on the Beatles' popularity. As we look at the back, and you can see the characters there. Those are supposed to be, I guess, the Nutty Squirrels that look a lot like Alvin and his gang there. As I said, it was on an MGM label. Black MGM. And songs on here, Beatles-wise, are I Should Have Known Better, Can't Buy Me Love, A Hard Day's Night, and that's really it. But there's other songs here that are popular from this era. Songs like Doo-Wah, Diddy Diddy, Needles and Pins, Wishing and Hoping, A World Without Love, and Oh Pretty Woman. So I like this. You can see the Beatles haircut on here. Now for something really out there and outrageous. These were cheap enough, is the only reason I actually bought them. I wasn't going to. A whole slew of Laserdiscs, Beatles-related Laserdiscs came in. I don't have a Laserdisc player. I never owned a Laserdisc player back in the day. I went straight to DVD from VHS. But I picked up some of the Laserdiscs because they're just so cool. Some of the covers. Here's the Yellow Submarine Laserdisc MGM. And for those people who don't know, and we actually had somebody in the store, a young person who came in here, didn't realize it. He thought that he was buying a couple of things. He thought they were actual record albums. We had to tell him, no, these are actually, you might call them the original DVDs, like a giant-sized DVD, two-sided, before DVDs came out. They play movies, not music. So, also in this Yellow Submarine is a little cardboard yellow sub. How cool is that? In fact, I might actually think about hanging this up somewhere in here. So we got the Yellow Submarine. Now there were a lot of Laserdiscs there, and some of them were a little too high priced for my blood, to be honest with you. At least at this point in time. If they're still there, one other time maybe. Like for example, he had the Beatles Live in Tokyo, Japan Laserdisc from Japan. The 1966 concert was originally put out on Laserdisc, and that was a source for a lot of bootlegs on tape, on DVD, and every other format for many years. But a lot of them were sourced right from that Laserdisc. But that was a little more expensive. He wanted more money for that, and if it's still there, maybe I'll think about it. It's $25. I'm not saying, $100, $50, but I just didn't want to spend $25 at the time. Didn't really have it, and these are all way under $25. Excuse me. The Beatles and Help. The artwork for the Help Laserdisc. Last one I have here is Magical Mystery Tour movie Laserdisc, which doesn't really look that different from the album, so it's not that thrilling, except they got a green bar down there with writing in the back. It's a little different. Okay, well that's it for the Beatles Finds. I mean, I don't know if there's going to be any more this year. I mean, I expect the rest of this year, what's left of it, we only have like a week or so left, to be pretty busy. That may be the last Beatle Finds. Hey, if anything pops up somehow mysteriously in between work and every other thing, I'll let you know. But thank you for watching this one.